Hello and welcome to another episode of Car Lube. In this episode we've got quite an interesting touring car inspired E36 BMW M3. The owner of this car, Enz Lister, the owner of the E30 M3 recreation car, is going to show us around the car and then we'll take a little drive and see what it's like. But it is a fully stripped out race car. Okay, so Enz, can you show me around this orange beast? It's obviously got the Jagermeister touring car theme all over it.
Yes.
Stickers and decals.
Well, it was an Avis Blue E36 genuine M3 3 litre. Because it already had the orange cage going through the A turrets and through the car, it's a proper race car. I just fancied a change from the rough blue outer, so I got it wrapped orange.
So this is all a wrap as opposed to paint?
Yeah, wrap with the door shuts, etc. as well.
So the purpose of this car for you is to go on track days?
Yeah,
and
purely a track day car.
So it's road legal because it's here, we're in a forest?
Yeah, the idea is it's just a fun track day car for me. And being a race car, it was already set up with, as I say, the cage, extinguishers, everything. It could go straight in a race series now. Somebody had spent about 22 grand on a bare shell rebuild of this car to a race car and had it about 6 years. And then I picked it up because the shell of the car was already orange, the engine bay, etc, etc. I thought it deserved to have the orange exterior, and then there's nothing better than having the Jagermeister livery.
It's a bit of a formidable livery, isn't it, I suppose? So I saw on the way here the suspension is very, very stiff.
Yeah.
So it is set up for the racetrack as opposed to, I saw you moving it about a little bit, sort of, and there was no lean or pitch whatsoever.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they're solid car. It literally, as I say, is a race car. It's got the 3 litre engine in it at the moment.
And that's the standard early E36?
Yeah, S50. Brilliant engine. I've actually got an S54 to pop in here. Scott Noy is rebuilding that for me.
Okay, so from what I can see, it's a 4-door M3.
Yeah.
Aside from the livery that we've got on it, we've got a full-on roll cage in there. That's can you tell me about that a little bit?
Yeah, it goes into all the turrets and obviously reinforced. It was a proper build. This was a bare shell build. This isn't just, a bolt-in cage with a couple of sport seats and calling it a track car. So just a genuine race car. Everything's done properly. In fact, if you open the rear doors, you'll see the stamps where it's been racing.
Okay.
It's been approved for racing.
So it's like an FIA certification?
NVSA, yeah.
NVSA, okay. And it's all lightweight panels? I mean, the boot, for instance, I noticed you've got some straps on the back of it.
Yeah, quick release boot, fiberglass boot, single skin bonnet. Everything's been cut out of everything on the interior. Yeah, it's just ready to hit the track.
So you got what looks like 16 or 17-inch wheels we've got on there.
Rotors. Yeah, rotors. I just like them. I've had them.
They're a lightweight wheel.
I had an E46 race car, and I like them on that. I like them on this.
Of course, because you had the supercharged E46 race car.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I had black rotors on that one as well.
Okay.
The rear arch has been rolled slightly to get them in.
And you've got Sparco racing seats.
There isn't necessarily anything super special about the car, but I guess it's just the whole thing as a package.
Do you know what sort of weight this is?
But I'm guesstimating probably 1100.
About 1100, oh wow. Exhaust, again, when I was following you, it was very loud.
Yeah,
it was quite quiet, but then when you gave it any input, it was fairly loud. It sounded nice.
Yeah. I guess because the engines just need to be revved.
Yeah.
There isn't really a lot of torque to them. You've got to go through the red line and sit on the red line all the time. So
can we have a little listen to it?
Yeah.
some carbon fibre door cards on here.
Yes, just to clean it up, tidy it up,
Yeah.
because the doors are actually cut out. So there's no inners on them. So
Oh right, okay.
it just
I mean, you must be able to hear everything, like stones hitting the interior of the car underneath and all that.
It vibrates. It's noisy. It's hot in there. Obviously, you've got no carpet to insulate you.
So the brakes that you've got on it, they're standard but upgraded E36.
Yes, standard discs, upgraded pads, RS29 pads, and it stops on a button.
And as we found on the way into this car park, it's quite low. It obviously got a nice stance to it. It's a race car, so it's going to sit fairly low. But the additional front splitter on the front there gives it a bit more of a purposeful look. I like that. Perhaps we should take a little drive in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got to get in over a roll cage. Okay, perhaps that needs to be out there like that. This will be fun. Flip flops. Oh, it's tight. Oh God. Okay, and we've got a door full there. Okay. Right. So how does this work, Benz?
You should,
That over there.
there should be a.
Oh, okay. I'm in. Right, so that's like that.
We don't need to do the.
I can barely move. Okay. I'm in.
Good.
Let's go. It's very tight. And it's very warm
Oh God, yeah.
and echoey.
Yeah, they're good fun. You certainly feel everything.
It feels good. Wow. You can hear everything, can't you?
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. So like that.
Oh, it's stiff as hell. Jeez. Whoa.
They're sharp as hell.
Yeah, the brakes are good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, really sharp. You can imagine hitting a bend, slamming on the
I'm not sure if I've ever been in anything so stiffly sprung than this.
It's just, yeah, you can just turn it into any bend. You've got to treat it aggressive.
Yeah.
It's the only way to treat these things. You can't be light with them, you just got to...
I'm being squeezed by this tiny little seat.
Yeah, they're very narrow. Might need an XL, James.
Yeah. It does give you that pressure in the back feeling, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, you talk down the fact that it's only a 3 litre.
I think I'm used to my turbo, James.
Right.
Because I'm used to, the Porsche turbo with loads of shove. I get in this, and unless you're driving it flat out, and
Because you're saying that the torque is at the top end.
Yeah, well, just as power, yeah, but I'm just used to loads of torque in my daily cars.
Yeah.
So I get this, and
Because you've got a Porsche turbo.
yeah,
And obviously
550 brake, 560 torque, and unless you're throwing this around bends, you don't. For me, it's the bends and the braking that I get the enjoyment.
But you're going to have the E30 to look forward to, so. Those brakes are really sharp.
I'm not even touching them here. It's got a nice sound, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got a lovely sound to it. It's the resonance I think it's got what they would call drone, but then again, it's not a road car that you're going to be sitting on a motorway on, is it?
Absolutely.
Probably would apologise if the camera's coming across a little bit bouncy, but the suspension on this is like scaffold. It's got no giving it at all, has it? Lovely peel out.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to control. It's because it's so flat and balanced. It just feels natural.
It might be quite difficult to portray on the video exactly how raw this car feels, but it is a full-on track car.
Yeah.
You know, there's no niceties in here whatsoever, is there? I mean,
And that's the experience.
I've just caught my elbow on this spiking thing on there. I mean, yeah, absolutely. There I go again. But it's a full-on race car.
Yeah.
Although I can see you've got the electric windows, but
Yeah, the electric windows just purely for driving to track, or if you're queuing on track.
yes.
If you've ever experienced, well, I've had cars with a little polycarbonate windows, and you just get no air through them, and that's no good.
Yeah.
So that's my one luxury is front electric windows, and why not? I'm not in a race series.
Well, I feel like I'm in a race series right now. I'm on the right side as well, in the left.
But you can see how, imagine on a track, if you want to line yourself up for a bend,
Oh, you can hit those
you
apexes.
can do anything you want in this
Yeah.
car, and you won't have to think about
How is it in
body roll.
comparison to the supercharged E36? Because
Well,
that again was a road race car.
Yeah, but that would, the 46 turns like this, but this feels slightly lighter. I think 46 was 1250 kilos, and this is nearer 1100.
Right.
And you can feel it.
Well, anyway, Ens, thank you very much for this short drive in this race car. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button, and obviously if you haven't already seen the E30 recreation, which I'll put a link somewhere around here, which we're up to episode 15 at the moment on the nut and bolt rebuild and recreation of Enz's E30. Check that out, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks guys.
What's the best way to get out of here? Hold this. Hold this with both hands, and then lift your body weight up. Yeah, and then lift your body weight.
This is James trying to get out of the car.
I think I've come. Wow. I mean, seeing it in the flesh, it looks pretty decent, doesn't it? Look at the carbon fibre boot lid.
It is a race car.